let's keep looking at decks that are underperforming. So on Wednesday, we started looking at decks that I think could do better. And we started with Marnie's Scrimsnarl. If you missed that episode, I will put a tile or a link up here into the video. And yeah, today we're looking at Hydrapple EX. Phoenix 200538, he had a record of 2-5, so he won 2 games and lost 5. I think this deck can do a lot better, especially with Meganium, and this is the deck list that we're playing. This is the exact 60 that was played by Phoenix in Jester's Weekly. As always, you know, I will put a link to Jester's Weekly tournament from Limitless into the video description below, and as also a link to the deck list. And as an extra bonus, I put the entire deck list in the video description below, so you can just copy and paste it, throw it in the client, and then play the deck yourself. So let's look at the cards and see what the strategy is, and I'll see you in the first game. Okay, so here's our strategy, and here's how we play this deck. Hydrapple EX is a grass stage 2 Pokemon, 330 HP. It has a great ability, Ripening Charge. We can attach a grass energy from our hand to a Pokemon, and if we do so, we can heal that Pokemon for 30. And then it has Syrup Storm. The attack, we do 30 base damage, and then we do an additional 30 for each grass energy that is attached to our Pokemon. And then we play Meganium, and I think this is what makes this deck so great. Each grass energy gets doubled, so Hydrapple can hit even harder. Teal Mask Ogerpon is our draw engine. We have Teal Dance, and the attack Mirrored Leaf Shower is similar to Syrup Storm. Syrup Storm takes all of our own energy, and Mirrored Leaf Shower takes the energy of the 2 active Pokemon. So Teal Mask Ogerpon can be an attacker as well in this deck. We play Toedscruel EX as a stage 1 Pokemon and has the ability Protective Mycelium. It prevents effects of attacks, and that means we cannot get poisoned by an attack, and they can also not place any damage counters on our Pokemon that have a grass energy attached. It has to have a grass energy. And because we also played Toedscruel, we can play the normal basic stage 1 Pokemon Toedscruel, where it prevents cards from the discard pile being put back into the opponent's hand. And then our ace spec card is Max Rod, where we can put in any combination of 5 basic energy and Pokemon back into our hand. Okay, so we had a pretty decent start. We do see a lot of cards. We already played 2 of our butt catching sets, and I think Toedscruel and Toedscruel EX are actually really important in this match. I'm wondering if I should get it and not get Iono. I think we're gonna go for it. We have this. And then, do I retreat? Are we going to get knocked out? No, I don't think that Dragapult is attacking right away. Yeah? So they had a weak turn 1. And, yeah, they have Team Evo. If I could just find me the stadium, let me look. I think I played 3 copies of the... I played 3 copies of the... Forest of Vitality, and they play Lillie. They didn't have much. Okay, I mean, I would need... I play Dawn. I have Bayleaf, Meganium. I have the whole line in hand, and I have Toedscruel, so I can evolve this. With a forest, I could go into the Meganium right away. Oh, and they play it with a Blaziken. Okay, which is not good, because we are weak against fire. So, but with a Toedscruel out, they can... Does Toedscruel EX prevent Dragapult? Counter. So comment below, does it or does it not? Because I honestly don't know. But I guess we'll find out soon here. Don't have any energy. I have 2 Lilies. Top deck Rare Candy. We play... we don't play Rare Candy. Bayleaf. Toedscruel. I think it's another Lillie turn, right? Because the Meganium, I needed to find the stadium. Dawn. What would Dawn get me? Dawn would get me a Diblin. But that doesn't do anything. No, we are getting 8 new cards. It's an Eplin. But we did not get the stadium. Let's draw. Let's do Teal Dance. There's an Iono. That's not what I needed. I played 2 Ionos. I played 4 Lilies. I think I'm getting rid of these. And I need to get a Diblin. That doesn't do anything because it only prevents from basic attacks. We're getting a Diblin. That might be important because Dragapult could attack for 70. We can put 20 damage on here. I think that might be important. Or should I evolve the bench one? I don't know. I don't know what I should have done. Let me know what you think. Should I evolve bench or active first? You need a rare candy. They have the wrong energy on there. So Neo Upper, if that's their if that is their A-Spec card, I forgot what the word is. They can use Recon Directive twice. The Dragapult deck that I played did have Neo Upper Energy, which 1 energy attachment and boom, you're up and running. So I need to see more energy. I also should have price checked. I probably should have price checked Arven. That could get them an Ultra Ball for a Dragapult. What did they get? That was too quick for my old eyes. Ultra Ball and Defiance Band. Okay. They get a Badoo, so we might get item locked. They have not attached an energy for turn, so who knows what else is happening here. I would be very surprised if that is... Or they could just, because we're a grass deck, they could just go and get a Blaziken and use that as their attacker. Which means we need to get that one knocked out. Oh, that Diblin has 3 retreat. I did not think about that. Yep, that's what they're doing, and that makes a lot of sense. I could energy switch to the Diblin and then retreat, but that doesn't make sense, and now I can't even use that because I'm getting item locked. So energy switch is off. But so I did okay, my coded attack did actually work, but it didn't do anything. Didn't do anything against the item lock. So here we go. Here's this. I mean, quite honestly, I think it is a Lillie angle. The boss, yes, but I cannot attack, so the boss doesn't do anything for me. And I get another boss. I get another energy. Do I draw more? There's the Toedscruel. It's probably not very important in this matchup. They have the Blaziken. I didn't have an Iono. I couldn't Iono that away. I think we're gonna play this. There's the forest. Okay, a little bit too late. I can't retreat. I thought about putting this on here and getting my Teal Mask in play. Also not having another Diblin. I play 3 Diblins. But and I'm getting item locked again probably. So with the Blaziken, once during your turn you may attach a basic energy card from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon and they do 200 damage. So they knock everything out. They one-shot everything. So if they have a fire energy in hand, they can start attacking. Because there's a darkness in the discard pile that they can attach, and then they need one fire energy. And I think this tells me that they have... Oh, they put it on the Monkey Dory. So they do not have it. Okay. Where are they putting it on? Let's see if they can put it on the... Okay, so they can use Adrenabrain, even Toedscruel is in play. Okay, another item lock. And I'll get the Dawn out. No! Dawn would have given me everything that I needed. I cannot play the Ultra Ball. Oh, they have a reversal energy on the Dragapult. Interesting. I had the Dawn. Dawn gets you a basic, stage 1 and stage 2. I could have gotten another Diplin out, I could have gotten another Teal Mask out, and I could have got my Hydrapple out. But that is not happening. But I think we... Okay, they don't do damage. Okay, give me a good top deck and Applin. That is so not what I needed. I mean, I see more cards, yes. One here. Toedscruel, nope. I played 2 Hydrapples and I need to draw into one. There's nothing in the discard pile and I couldn't even play it. I don't think I'm gonna attack. There's only 3 more energy left in the deck. There's nothing in here. No energy for the Blaziken. I don't want to give him more Monkey Dory fodder. They don't have another basic Pokemon that will attack. So if it's Monkey Dory, it is Monkey Dory. If they Badoo me, that's okay. I need to find one more energy, and I had it. I totally misplayed it. I should have put on Diplin, Retreat, Ogerpon, and then Swing. So they probably get an Earthen Vessel, get energy out. Maybe discard an energy with the vessel, so they can then get 2 energy. Yeah, see, they discarded with the Secret Box. That works too. So now they just need to attach 1, and they probably get a boss. And then we're probably cooked. Yeah, what I would do is I would attach an energy from hand, use the ability, take one from the discard pile, retreat Badoo, and then boss up the Teal Mask Ogerpon with all the energy on, and then we're cooking. See, they get the boss. This is exactly what I predicted. I get access to my my tools again, my items, but there's 4 energy off the board. So that's, with Meganium, that's 8 energy. They might, okay. I could have sworn that they go in an attack with Blaziken, but they take basically all my attackers off the board. They boss Teal Mask and then knock out the Evelyn, or are they just gonna take out both of Diplin and Evelyn, so I have 0 attackers on the board? Also, we're down to 20 cards and not a single prize card has been taken. That is quite the slow game here. The Badoo is really doing its work. Should I have attached? Yeah, I should have attached the other Diblin because then I could have hit for 100. So, okay, lesson learned, not to use that Diblin. Oh, they get the Meganium out. Wait a second. They did not find a Dragapult. We're just not drawing anything. So we're doing 270. See, if I would have ripening, if I would have ripening charge, I could heal this and the Dragapult could not knock me out. Because this one is getting knocked out next turn. But I need to play items. I need to take a prize. And unfortunately, this one is a goner next turn. Because there's no way that they are not having a Dragapult. And we will see that they promote the Dracoloak. They use the draw, and then they knock me out, and then I have no way to knock them out because all of my energy, 4 energy, are in the discard pile. And I can get the Hydrapple out with the Ultra Ball, but there's 4 energy in the discard pile. I don't know if they boss up the Meganium. No, you definitely take out the 2-prizer here. And then the Eblin on the bench. Yeah. I can't get it back with a Night Stretcher. There's no way they don't have a Dragapult. That is just not happening. They have 11 cards in their hand. Team Evo. There's the Ultra Ball. Okay, we will see the Dragapult. And they take 3 prices this turn. Because they knock out the Eblin. And then, where else will they put it? Probably on... it doesn't really matter, I think, where they put it. Okay, so 40 here and 20 somewhere else. And maybe they just spread it out. We'll see. Or do they put all 6? No, that's not. They're not going to put 60 on the Eblin. They spread it out. They 40 on the Eblin. I do have another one in hand that I can bench, but that is not going to happen unless I get a Diblin. So I can evolve with a forest. Okay, it does protect. Yes. Okay. Toedscruel EX blocks the damage counters. Okay, that's wonderful. Okay. There's a Diblin. So we can evolve this. They could have knocked that one out. I don't have a supporter. Oh gosh. Okay, here's what we're gonna do is we Night Stretcher us a energy back. Because this needs to hit. This needs to hit a supporter card. It's a super run. That is absolutely none. What I needed. How much energy do we have left? 2. This deck does not play Arven. So do I play the Super Run? Or do I wait for Max Rod and get these all back? So I can attack, but only for 210, which is... I mean, there's 3 energy in play. That's pretty good. I cannot play this one. We need to poke them. Yes, they can heal. But they can also retreat and go into the Blaziken because there is energy in the discard pile. And then they one-shot my Hydrapple. And then we are pretty much done. It took us too long, and I think that's the problem. It took us too long to put pressure on them. They had so much time to set up. And the problem was that I put the wrong Diplin out. I should have put the Festive Elite Diplin out, and I could have knocked out that Badoo right away. So that's the problem. That's why we lost this matchup. I don't really see a way to come back here. If they retreat and go into the Blaziken, that's what I would do. I would retreat the Dragapult and go into the Blaziken, and then just easily knock out the Hydrapple. And then I do have another Hydrapple in the deck, but that's probably a little bit too late. Let's see what they're doing. They get probably another Dragloak. Yeah, another Dragloak for draw. Candy and Torchic goes into the discard, and I would be surprised if this is not a Dragloak. What else would they get? Or they get another Blaziken. Okay, yeah, get another attack already. They have 2 fire energy in here. Oh, no more energy in there. Okay, so do we actually get to knock out the Dragapult here? We need to get a good. We need to get a good draw. Okay, that is a good draw. So we're gonna do this. Do I play the Super Rod? No, I don't think so. We Lillie see 6 new cards. Okay, there's a Max Rod. That's great. We get this one back, and 1, 2, 3, 4. We play this. Ripening Charge. This here. So now this cannot get knocked out by Phantom Dive. They don't have Phantom Dive. Oh, I did indeed need another Hydrapple. Let's see, maybe we can draw into an Hydrapple. Superon. What did I say? No, there's nothing in here. We'll do this. Superior Energy is not what I needed. I can use Ripening Charge only once. So I think I'm going to protect the Diplin. Guys, I'm hitting for 450 damage. But if I don't, they have 2 set up. And I have 5 prize cards left. I think it is too late. Wow. See, this deck can hit so hard. A boss and a forest. They don't... Yeah, now they have energy in the discard pile, so now they go into the Blaziken. Wait, why did they go into the Dragloak? They have the Blaziken knockout. Artisan, that's fine. I don't need to evolve anything here. Maybe they misplay and just boss up the Meganium and knock that one out with the Dragloak. That makes no sense. They have another Blaziken in hand. They can use their ability because they have a fire energy in here. So they ain't gonna knock out the Hydrapple for sure. Oh, they get another Dragapult? But they cannot attack with the reversal energy. They need to retreat. I don't know if I understand what they're doing here. What did they get? They played a Night Stretcher for a Dragapult? Why? You have Blaziken. Blaziken is the best attacker. Yeah, you use Seethering Spirit. I don't know if I get that. Yono, okay, my boss is gone. He has a Hydrapple and a buck pitching set. Oh my gosh, that's actually really good. Because I can attack right away. They retreat that. The only damage they can do to the bench is to the Toedscruel EX. Why don't they attack with the Blaziken? I don't get that. I mean, they need to take 2 more prices, which they can with the Blaziken in the end. Okay, yeah, we are cooked because they get energy in the discard pile. So did they be Emmy here or what? Because I have the Hydrapple here. And I do 390 damage. So this one is gone. But then they promote this, attach an energy, and take the last 2 prices. I think that's what they're doing. I want to see... Nah, I was hoping I can get an Iono or something. But again, I knocked this one out. They have the energy that they need. So, unfortunately, we're going to lose this game because they promote a Blaziken. But we did knock out 2 Dragapults. And like I said earlier, if we wouldn't have been so slow with setting up, we would have won this. So they just use Seethering Spirit and they attach an energy to the Blaziken and they do 400 damage. Yep, there we go. They could have done that earlier, but they wanted to get the Dragapult out again. So yeah, they take their last 2 prices, and I think this was really close. Toedscruel AX against Dragapult is a force, and a little bit faster and we would have beat them. GG's to my opponent. Alright, I flipped heads. I can choose, and I think I'm going to go first this time. I went second the first game. Still a little bit sad that I didn't win against Dragapult EX. Me not being able to set up, and them playing Blaziken totally destroyed me. And so yeah, let's try this again. I have a lot of Pokemon here in my hand, but there's not much I can do with it because I need the forest and I need Chikorita to get the Meganium out. A Dawn would be really good because then oh, it's a fire deck. There's a Lillie. Okay, that is good, but it's also not good because I'm gonna lose all these Pokemon. If they have 1 fire energy, they're gonna knock out my Applin. Don't have it. Thank goodness. There's the Forest of Vitality, and I'm gonna put this out. I'm gonna evolve here, and then we're just gonna go for Lillie. There's a Dipplin and Meganium. Okay, I can live with that. There's a Chikorita. What can we draw? A buck hitching set. That's awesome. Give me a Bayleaf. We do get a Bayleaf. That now means we have this. We have the Meganium. Oh, we win, right? We hit. Yeah. We win. Oh my gosh. We set up and we take the knockout and we win this game. I'm going to say more about this whole me winning situation in the outro. I think we're going to play one more. Okay, I just won a game. I went first. And let's try it again. Let's just try it again. I will go first. See what we get. See what we're playing against. Okay, we have nothing. They know now what we're playing because I have no basic. The hand, not ideal. But I had energy in hand. Oh my gosh. I'm taking 5 mulligans. And we're starting Toedscruel. Whoa. What are we playing against? They get 5 extra cards. Okay. Let's see what we're playing against. They should be able to set up this board like probably. Ooh, Terra Box. There's a Lillie for next turn. We see a lot. Do I have energy? I do not. I could get this and this. You also get Chikorita Bayleaf. Then we draw a card. Okay, there's a Bayleaf. I think we gotta get an Ablin out. Do we get a Yonode? Maybe. Maybe not. They have a lot of cards in hand. So they cannot evolve. So they cannot use their Noctowls. They get Fanrotom. They get Noctowls. Let's see how many. Because they have 9 cards in hand. You would think that they have some. I do have the Forest. But I cannot play the Bayleaf by... Oh, it's an Evvee Box. Okay. They did get 1 Noctowl. Because they have some in hand. Okay. If they get the Flareon out, we're basically cooked. Because we're weak against fire. That's all they do. There's no energy, no nothing. They're superior. That doesn't do me anything. Do I play the Forest? Yeah, I'll play the Forest. They have probably 2 area 0s. Okay, what do we get? We get an Ablin. And we can evolve into the Diblin. We can do this. Give me some good. It's a Bayleaf. Nope, that's not good. I could attach to a Diblin. The problem is there's no Chikorita out on the board. I mean, have another Lillie for next turn. I can't believe that they have 11 cards in hand and have no energy. Yes, they will get it now because of Noctowl. They have 2 probably. Yeah, they pop 2, but they have access to 2 Noctowls. Crispin and Terra Orb, that gets them the Flareon. Yep, there we see a Flareon. And then Crispin and a Switch. Oh my gosh. Switch, Crispin, boom. Burning Charge, 130 for 260, and we are knocked out. They get the fire and the water on. And then they take the knockout. They only did 1 Noctowl. And they bump the stadium as expected. They get an Ultra Ball. What are they getting? Probably another Flareon if they haven't. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if there's a chance for us to beat it. We need to set up another. We need to set up 2 Hydrapples. And then swing really hard. But they one-shot me with Cornelian for sure. Without a Meganium, I don't even hit them hard. And they've set up another Flareon. Yeah, they're just getting such a good board stain. Nothing in here. Just gonna have to pop another Lillie. There's an Hydrapple. That would have been the Toedscruel. Yeah, I don't have the Stadium. There's a Chikorita, that's good. Do another bug catching set. There is the Meganium. And an Applin. Applin. We evolve. Evolve. The problem I am having is I promoted the wrong Diblin. Is there an energy? No, there's no energy in here. I attach this. I need to top deck a Bayleaf to have at least a little bit of a chance. Noctowl for boss. Knock out the Teal Mask. That's what I would do. They can use Burning Charge. And, yep, there's a boss and a crystal. The crystal goes on the Flareon. They boss up my Teal Mask and I am out of energy on the board. And ooh, don't have draw. Or do they just knock out the Hydrapple? Or they knock out this Hydrapple. Okay. That makes sense. And then they can attach an energy to this other Flareon and take another price. Yeah, I have nothing. I'm not setting up. Okay, there we go. Bayleaf top deck. Toedscruel. We'll go... I leave one energy in there and we get this back and this back. And then we Night Stretcher with this to give us draw. Give me Buck Hitching Sen. Not what I needed. They can... Yeah, all I can do. And that is a whole lot of nothing. So the Hoot Hoot for setting up game next turn. They could technically retreat the Flareon if they have another energy and then go into the Flareon on the bench, attach a fire energy, and then call it good. Or just hit me for 260. I mean, I have nothing. They don't have to worry about anything. I really do need a... they're not going to play an Iono because they know I'm bricking hard. And so therefore they're not going to do anything. I have not seen a supporter card in a long time. In the beginning I had 2 and that was it. I used 3 bug pitching sets. Okay. Put another Evvee EX out and they're just gonna hit for 260, I think. And then next turn they could go Wellspring, but they put the Sparkling Crystal on the Flareon, so that might not be an option. But they just pass, so then next turn they can use Carnelian. Okay, I'll I'll take this because what am I gonna get? But I have no energy. I can't evolve here. I get me a Bayleaf, and I have no more Teal Mask. Wait, did I seriously? Oh, I'm only playing 2. I priced 1. Diplin, can't get a Diplin, Hydrapple. And I don't have the... There's no forest on the board. Oh my god, this is frustrating. That is very frustrating. I have not taken a single prize card. They don't have to worry about anything here. I have no energy in play. I have to admit, I'm very frustrated, so I'm going to concede and GG's to my opponent. I'll see you in the outro. Alright, if you watched all 3 games, you know by now I am frustrated. This deck does not play well. You know me. Usually I record, put it together, upload it. I never fish for gameplay. Here I did. And with a record of 1 and 2, it tells you a lot. I think I recorded 3 more gameplays and they were all as horrible as the last game that you watched, the Evvee Box matchup. It was just, I never ever was able to set up. I was not able to get in the flow. The first game was probably the best, but even there I didn't set up. It took me forever to get going, and that was just throughout all the gameplays. It was so hard to get this on the road. I love grass decks. They are my favorite decks, and I really wanted this to work, but the deck in the tournament went 2 and 5. I went 1 and 5. Yeah, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't set up. I don't know if it's just needing too many pieces to evolve. There's no rare candy. It's just the forest. You just need a lot of cards to get going. You need Ogerpon, Teal Mask Ogerpons out to get energy on. You need the Meganium out. You need the Hydrapple out. So it just takes forever. But I hope you enjoyed to see me suffer, and it would mean the world to me if you like this video, if subscribe, leave me a comment, give me some motivation for the next videos that are coming up. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the video. I hope you enjoy the weekend that's coming up, and I am out.